American consumerism. It's what drives our nation's vast economy and society. One thing we may not often think about is how the purchase and transportation of groceries can affect our environment. More than likely, all those fruits and veggies you see at the market have been imported and/or transported there with CO2 emissions. About 4% of farms in the U.S. produce only 66% of our farm products. All the while, 14% of total energy used in the U.S. food system is used for transportation of the produce. For example, a truck full of produce will emit plenty of CO2 and other pollutants on its journey from Illinois to Wisconsin. On a small one-truck scale, this does nothing. But with the amount of food being transported in our nation, emissions rise into the atmosphere and create a heat trap or barrier. This barrier allows heat waves from the sun to enter our atmosphere, but the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere will reflect back the heat, trapping it in with us. So what can we do? To answer this question, my peers took a trip to the farm on Ogden, a project led by the Chicago Botanical Gardens. This farm mimics the natural nutrient cycles used by plants to grow. Tilapia tanks generate nutrients for the farm plants. The nutrient-rich water is then drip irrigated into the soil for the plants to use. This drip irrigation process is also way more efficient than any other irrigation process used in the farm industry. The runoff water is directed back into the tilapia tank as food, along with normal fish food. The produce is then harvested and put into the farm's market next door. What's the big payoff? Cheaper produce that hasn't been transported from a far-off location. If enough farms like the farm in Ogden can be made around the nation, our produce's carbon footprint can be drastically decreased.